Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Lucky Sunday, and welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Church of Meadville. This is the third to last Zoom meeting that we will have. Our last Zoom meeting will be on June 6th, and then we will go into the dining room or outside, depending on the weather, and start services in person. And then we will have Homecoming Sunday on September 12th. So please remember that we continue to need and offer our financial gifts to sustain this church and its work in the community. You know how to follow the instructions to donate electronically, and you can also mail your check. This month's Share the Plate recipient is Chaps. And now we're going to go to gallery and say hello to everybody.
Hello again.
Hello again.
Good to see you.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Whoa.
Okay, the opening words today are based upon the topic of this is National Lucky Penny Day. And I'll bet maybe none of you knew about this. So what are some of the lucky things about pennies? Tossing a penny when you have a problem lets fate take care of the problem for you. Tossing a penny over your left shoulder into water or a wishing well will make your wish come true. Carrying 3 pennies with you will bring good luck. And finally, place a penny in your shoe to bring good fortune.
I'm going to repeat the words of our chalice lighting while Reverend Alex lights the one in the sanctuary. If you have one at home, please feel free to light it. Join me in the words if you can. If we are lucky, we will all get a chance during our life to know someone who becomes for us an exemplar of living. And if we are really lucky, we will recognize how they ended up passing on some of their goodness to us, if we are lucky. Let us light this chalice flame for luck and grateful living because of others. Please join me in our unison affirmation of covenant and mission. Our covenant is to be a loving, joyful community that nurtures spiritual growth, promotes compassion, social responsibility, and service in an atmosphere of mutual trust. Our mission is to be a faith community devoted to love and respect, reason, and justice. We're thankful to the Community Church of Chapel Hill for creating and sharing this video for the hymn, We Laugh, We Cry.
We
journey as we watch our baby grow.
We thrill to hear imagination freely running wild.
We dedicate our minds and heart to the spirit of this child.
And we believe in life and in the strength of love. And we have found a time to be together. And with the grace of age, we share the wonder of youth. And we believe that growing is an answer. Our lives are full of wonder and our time is very brief.
The death of one among us fills us all with pain and grief.
But as we live, so shall we die, and when our lives are done,
The memories we share with friends, they will linger on and on.
and we believe in life and in the strength of love, and we have found a place to be together. We have the right to grow. We have the gift to believe, and peace within our living is an answer. We seek elusive answers to the questions of this life.
We seek to put an end to all the waste of human life.
We search for truth, equality, and blessed peace of mind.
And then we come together here to make sense of what we find.
And we believe in life and in the strength of love, and we have found a joy being together. And in our search for peace, may we finally see, even to question truly is an answer.
The reading is from someone by the name of R.E. Shea, and I don't know who that person is, but I thought this quote would be helpful. Depend on the rabbit's foot if you will, but remember, it did not work for the rabbit. And that is sometimes the way luck can be. So question for the breakout rooms. Have you ever considered yourself lucky? And I think I'll add just the informal one. Do you even believe in luck? So have you ever considered yourself lucky, or do you believe in luck at all? Okay. So good morning again, everyone. Thanks for being here on this beautiful day so far. Joyce, thank you for leading the service, and Amy, thank you for taking on leading all this today. Very much appreciated. I should also say congratulations on commencement day yesterday at Allegheny College. So did any of you really know that this was National Lucky Penny Day? No? Okay. Well, I didn't know about it either until I read it somewhere, undoubtedly online. It's also National Taffy Day, as in the candy. Tomorrow is, among other things, National Escargot Day. Yesterday was National Vanilla Pudding Day. Now, I wondered, how did these celebration days come to pass? Because none of them are official holidays. Congress has the authority to declare national holidays, but these seemed a little bit odd for a very busy Congress passing legislation. Well, so I looked around, and sure enough, there's a website called National Calendar Day. You can submit a proposed national day of whatever to a committee at the site, and there's probably money involved somewhere along the way, so that then there can be a national whatever day, like National Escargot Day. So I was thinking, okay, that would be an interesting idea. I'll come back to that later. So National Lucky Penny Day. Can a humble penny, and I found one here in the pulpit right here. I think it's been here for 3 years. A penny has been associated with luck for many generations. It's not worth very much today, as we all know, but at one time, as Benjamin Franklin used to say, a penny saved was a penny earned, because it was a lot more valuable. As an aside, you may or may not know that Ben Franklin designed and helped mint privately the first penny in the American colonies around 1750. It was made of copper and very valuable. On the front, words said, "Mind your business." Now, apparently, according to Ben Franklin's journals, it didn't mean mind your own goddamn business, but rather to take care of your affairs, your life, your existence in this world, be ethical. The reverse side said, "We are one." And that later became or evolved into E pluribus unum on our national currency. During the Great Depression, a cup of coffee was a few pennies. A full breakfast at a restaurant, maybe 10 pennies or 15. And this is when pennies were really quite valuable. So they weren't thrown away or ignored like the one here in the sanctuary. Well, another old belief about pennies, and some of you may know this, I didn't, is if you find a penny on a sidewalk, it would bring you good luck for the day. You're nodding, Amelia. Okay, so there's more to this though. A variation on that belief was if you saw a penny on the ground lying face up, it was good luck. If it was face down, bad luck, and not to take it. However, there was also a gesture, a nice gesture, if you will, that if you found a penny on a sidewalk upside down, you would reach down, or face down, you would reach down and turn it over so that the face was facing up. And that way, the next person who saw it would see a heads up penny and have good luck if they picked it up. I never knew any of this. Another belief, and this goes back to the opening words, was that brides should put a penny in their shoe on their wedding day for good luck. This led apparently to a lot of blisters. Other examples of a penny being good luck were in the opening words, as I mentioned earlier. Well, what about luck? To have luck or to be lucky is very subjective. One person's good luck might be another person's bad luck. And I'm sure we've all had examples of both in our lives, whether we believe in luck or not. Now think about the local election here last Tuesday. Several people who are indirectly connected to this church won. Elise Palmer will likely be on the school board. Gretchen Myers won a Meadville City Council position. And it was a significant event, I thought, for the current history of Meadville. Were those people lucky? Were those who lost unlucky? Well, maybe. But it was more likely the hard work of going door to door, sending out flyers, talking to people, meeting people, more than just luck. It was a very hard campaign, but it turned out well. I've also heard in the past that good luck is associated with being in the right place at the right time, or being in the wrong place at the right time so that we can create an atmosphere of change. However, being in the wrong place at the wrong time or the right place at the wrong time will probably bring bad luck. It all depends. Each brings about change on how we respond, and either good luck or bad luck will be the outcome. Luck is also compared to karma in Eastern tradition. The law of cause and effect, and that's what it's known as in at least Zen tradition. Luck, someone is said to have bad karma from another life or their life decisions. Well, maybe, but in a Zen tradition, we don't really believe that about past lifetimes having karmic results that lead to this one, but many traditions do. The idea of, well, somebody had some terrible luck and that was their karma or destiny really doesn't talk very much about free will. So in the Zen tradition, we pretty much ignore that. Luck in Buddhist teachings are based on our thoughts, words, and deeds, not from past life karma or the intervention of deities. Luck is basically up to us, even if it's out of our control. Now, a belief in good luck or bad luck can lead to some strange ideas. I've mentioned a number of times that in northern New England, there is a serious reluctance to enjoy good luck. A few years ago, there was a warm spell in Maine, and we're talking the 50s in January, and it went on for a week, and people were getting excited about it. And the local paper had this quote from the weather person: "Don't enjoy this nice weather because we will pay for it soon." In other words, don't enjoy good luck while we have it, because bad luck is sure to follow. And that is also an old tradition from northern New England. Well, all that's well and good, but what about this church where I'm standing today? What about the Meadville congregation? Do we have any involvement with luck, or maybe even pennies? I'm guessing that over nearly 200 years, this church has had some times of good luck and bad luck. Thanks to COVID, we're now in an era where we could have good luck, we could have bad luck. Who knows? So the question that keeps coming up in my mind is, can we create good luck for ourselves and others as we approach 200 years? And in part, I've always been thinking visibility. How do we create ourselves as a visible religious community in a good way, as opposed to, oh yeah, that's the church where all the kooks go to? How do we create good luck? Well, here are a couple of examples going back to the National Day calendar and the luck of pennies. I mentioned that the National Calendar Day website has a section where you can send in a proposal for a new national day. The one rule they have is it cannot be for an individual. So I got to thinking, which is always dangerous, and I started thinking about, well, let's suppose we submitted a petition or a request for a new national day. And then I thought, wouldn't it be great to have a big banner tied to the church columns? And this is where you come in, Dave. And it would be bright colors, and it would say, National Unitarian Universalist Church of Meadville Day. Can you imagine it? How great would that be? The church would definitely be visible. However, despite my enthusiasms, I don't think that is a likely outcome. So here's another more serious proposal around luck. We've talked about it a number of times over the last year and a half, and involves the front door entryway into the sanctuary. It looks a little Spartan, I guess would be the best word for it. And in my tradition, or at least what I've learned over the years, is when people walk into a church or a religious community for the first time, the first 5 minutes gives you a pretty good idea if they'll come back or not. What they see, what they hear, what they experience will really be an influence on whether they come back a second time. So we were wondering, what if we were to put a 6-foot fountain in the entryway that would run on Sundays? And imagine, if you will, just for a second, imagine walking through the doors, and you've got a fountain that's it would be a narrow one, that's about 6 feet high, and there's water running down and maybe a rippled surface like the old the cleaning things that they used to use for washing clothes, those rippled kinds of affairs. And imagine that the water was pouring down and there was the sound of falling water, and maybe there were lights at the top of the fountain, and they would be projecting down rainbow colors into the water. It would be, I think, pretty pretty, and it would be a heck of a first impression. So then I went further with it, and this may not be where anyone wants to go, but we could call it a wishing fountain. And we could invite people to throw a penny in the pool at the bottom for good luck. Now, as I said earlier, some of us believe in luck and others likely don't, and that's okay. But imagine for just a moment that if somebody threw a penny like this one into the fountain for good luck or make a good wish, well, maybe we would be holding that luck or that wish for them in the future. Maybe it would give us luck to carry on and to be able to support the larger community. Or maybe we have a reservoir of good luck here based on these 200 years. And when somebody throws a penny in, they get a little portion of our good luck or best wishes. So I don't know what really the answers are or what you want to do here at Meadville, but it seems to me that pennies and luck do go together. And maybe, just maybe, we could take advantage of that to make this religious community more visible in the larger community. So what do you think? You think you've had some lucky breaks or good luck in life? And alternatively, do you have the possibility that you don't believe in any of it anyway? So let's go to the next slide, please. There we go. Have you ever considered yourself lucky, or do you believe in luck? So that'll be a topic of conversation for the breakout rooms for a few minutes. So let us enjoy.
Let's take a short time now of silent reflections on the joys and sorrows heard here today, as well as all of those unspoken in our hearts. As Alex extinguishes the chalice in the sanctuary, follow along with these words from David Loy. We do not experience a world and afterward make up stories to understand it. Stories teach us what is real, what is true, and what is possible. Now it's time for coffee hour. So
Thank you all
join.
for being here today. Thank you, Joyce, for being our service leader. And thank you, Alex, for speaking to us about luck today.